Hi, today we're going to take the unboxing review look at ThermoCharge 2-in-1 Hammer Elements by Celestron. Yeah. So this thing on their website goes for about $34.95, so about $35. Yeah, kind of pricey. I put mine up for about $12 over at Menards, so I was like, oh hey, I got a good deal. So yeah, I'm buying it. So, yeah. Let me tell you something about the website. The website was hard to find. I typed in, what's on the package, Celestron or Celestron, .com, It was like, webpage cannot be found. Webpage does not exist. I'm like, okay, what the F? It was like, oh, do you want some telescopes? Oh, no, I want no freaking telescope. I want this information on the hammer. What products do they sell? Good news, finally found their website, which was hard as heck to find. And yeah, they do sell other stuff there, like canteens, knives, combat boots, shoelaces for combat boots, and camping gear, like tents and plates and bows and fire swords and all that type of good stuff. And of course, telescopes. Yeah. But they need to really fix their website, make it where when you type in what it says on the package, it actually goes to their website. Not to cannot be found, does not exist. Hey, third time, do you want telescopes? No. Fourth time, yeah. Same thing, just copy paste, and finally, came to the website. So I will put a website link down below in the description so you can actually check out more than just telescopes. You can check out this thing. So yeah. So this is a rechargeable 6 hours of heat, 114 degrees dual hand warmer. So what does it do for a dual hand warmer? It is 4400 milliamp hertz for a internal battery. It's a rechargeable one USB out charging port. And here's what it says. I don't know how good you can see it on camera. But it says like for smartphones, it's about 2100 milliamp hertz. So you get about 2 charges on smartphone. About 1100 milliamp hertz for MP3 players, which is like 3 times, and like sports cameras is still 1100 milliamp hertz for free charges. So I'm guessing like sports cameras is like what, GoPro? What are they on, like Hero Series 5, Series 6? That GoPro here, they're like on, like I said, what is it, 5 or 6? Now, probably 2-year warranty. Not much. It's just like, okay, descriptions. Rechargeable hand warmer. Lithium ion rechargeable. 4400 milliamp hertz battery. Up to 6 hours. Battery life for the hand warmer mode. Protection. Water resistant silicone caps up to 114 degrees Fahrenheit. So Celsius, I don't know, they don't have anything for Celsius, so just Fahrenheit. Power input, 1 mini USB, 5 volt, 900 milliamp. Power output is a standard USB port, 5 volt, 1A. So yeah. And then it says C-Link features. I don't know, it says compatible with other Celestron power banks. So pretty much you could take a power bank to charge up the hand warmer, so then use the hand warmer as a power bank. So the 2-in-1 features of this thing. It's kind of like this. So what do we get? Let's take everything out of its little baggie and stuff. So you get this little baggie, which is a nice bag. It feels really nice compared to like the ones that you might get with. Let me grab one over here. And, you know, which what you get is like these little zip rolls. So, come on. So, you know, it's like these little guys. So, pros, cons, and all that stuff. About $35 if you buy them from the website. Kind of a con. You know, pros, it does say, you know, how remote herd amps is and stuff. Hammer, power bank. The name of the company. The product's the ThermoCharge, because I know they make two different ones. One is, I feel, is a little bit bigger of this hand warmer, but it just does hand warming. This one's a little bit smaller, but it does both hand warming and, you know, charging. So you kind of have a little less of a size, but two different features on there. So pro and con. This thing, pro, I mean, you turn it on, you get heat. When you want to turn it off, you don't want heat, you can just push the button and turn it off. Con with these, or if you fill it up half all the way and you like this, and then, you know, put the cap on it, you have to wait until all the fuel in here is gone. So if you're like, oh hey, you know, this would be great, you know, waiting for the bus, like at school maybe, which I don't know how good for, you know, school, but, you know, waiting for a bus to like go to a job or something, you know, winter time, your car breaks down, you're like, nah, I ain't gonna worry about it, I'll just take the bus until I could get the car fixed, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, you're waiting like, okay, 20 minutes for the bus, okay, so, like 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes for the bus, and then you're like, okay, this is hot, I'm on the bus, I need my hands warm, you know, I just went to the building, or you just got off the bus, and you're like, okay, I'm in the building, punch in, you know, to go to work and stuff. You're like, okay, now I'm pretty much effing there because, you know, gotta wait like a half hour before this whole thing runs out of fuel, and then, oh, what about on the ride home? Guess my hands are gonna be ice cubes, right? Versus this, turn it on, hey, I got in the building, turn it off, like cool down a little bit. Hey, on the ride home, turn it on. Oh, guess what? On the ride home, my hands are hot like a baked potato because they're not going to be ice cubes. So that is definitely a big pro on this. You know, when you don't need it, you're in a building, you can turn it off. When you're out of the building, you're waiting for the bus to catch to get home, you can turn it back on. So big pro on this thing. Plus, you know, it's also a power bank. Big pro, but it is kind of heavy compared to, you know, other power banks. So there's that. You do get a charger. The charger's